If you put the same effort that you put into the game,
Ooh, not her coming for you like that, my brother. I don't like that.
I'm just saying, if you put the same effort into the intro, oh, golden.
I just don't be the one to do the intro.
Oh, you right. Preference, right?
Pretty much.
Okay. I shut up.
No, you don't have to shut up. I mean, I know it's probably pretty hard for you to do, but
Oh.
you don't have to. You know.
Jeez. This how we start our episode?
Well, welcome back to Unfiltered Opinions, the podcast where obviously the takes are spicy. The truth is triggering for some of us. And accountability is somehow still not present yet, right? So,
Hey
so
yo, before you get started, let me go on and put this out here.
okay, go ahead, go ahead.
If you were offended, was hurt by anything that was said in the previous episodes, do not jump in my good sis inbox trying to speak your piece about why you wouldn't show.
Please.
Down another hill, my boy. It's over with. Let it go.
I'm telling you.
Oh
Just
wait,
let's just
what?
move on. Let's
Yeah,
move on.
yeah, yeah. Down another hill, big dog. Hey, check this out.
Because now
You
you
missed the
really not
boat.
get a chance. But
Yeah, like you really sound salty and hurt, and that's not a good look, especially for a man. And she just gave you all the qualities of the man that she told you that she wanted, and you're not showing none of those qualities.
at
So,
all.
big dog, just let it go, big bro, or little bro, whatever you want to be at the moment. It's giving weak.
Oh, and insecure. I hate that.
I hate that for you. I hate that for you, not for me.
It's not a
But
good look.
anywho, we're gonna work on.
Yeah. So today, we're getting into a hot topic. Who's the prize and what does that even mean in 2025? So, let's kick it off with JRock. JRock, who do you believe is the prize? Is it a man or the woman or both?
Nobody.
Oh, wow. Why is nobody the prize? Good lord.
No, but
Yeah,
oh, we especially not the person
nobody.
that was in my good sis inbox. Hurt. But go ahead. I'm on your ass all that episode, big dog. You might as well go and get ready for it.
Sam on your all episode.
Yeah.
Who's the prize, J Rock? Nobody for real?
No, nobody for real.
Why? Why nobody?
Because the way this generation is, or the way society is right now,
Mm-hmm.
for the
I
most
think he
part,
finna cook. I think he finna bring the pots out. Hold on, let me
all
get
you see
comfortable.
is we are just all against each other. Like everyone is, I guess, figuring out or knowing their worth, and it's not a compromise. Everyone wants to be bigger than the person they want to be with.
Mm.
That's how I feel. I feel like a lot of people, I don't need a nigga, or I,
Hmm. That can be. I can see it that way. Now you were saying you believe nobody is the prize because.
everyone seems like they just want to be there's no compromise. There's no compatibility. Like everyone just want to be I'm the head honcho of the relationship, or I got to be the head honcho out of our relationship. The woman feels like I don't need man. The man feels like I don't need you or a guy. So I don't feel like nobody the prize. Until you can fix that mentality, I don't think nobody the prize.
Mm.
But that's not the case for everyone, for every individual. It's just if we're gonna talk about the majority, then that's what I feel about the majority.
Okay, I respect your opinion. What about you, Pittman?
Um, think it's a case by case situation. I think you both can be the prize in each other's life and provide separate things for each other. But I also think that if we just gonna be completely honest, it's a lot of y'all that ain't bringing shit to the table, and I don't really know why you feel like you the prize. You a bum. I mean, you really just providing dick. So, or in the woman's case, you're providing vagina, a head. And that man is just willing to allow you to keep providing this service for him until he finds somebody else that may do it a little bit better. And when
Mm.
that moment happens, sorry to tell you this, you will be replaced by that person. So, I mean, it could either be your wake up call or this could be your analysis, but a lot of y'all ain't the prize because y'all don't provide anything. How can you be a prize when you don't offer anything? A prize is something that is won, that is earned. How you feel like you the prize and you ain't did shit?
And I was just going to say, just to go off of kind of off of what you said, a big problem is people not realizing that being what being prize is like what actually makes you the prize. Like some people may feel like their job is what makes them the prize. Some people feel like their personality alone makes them, the prize. Like figuring out what actually makes you a prize possession.
Yeah. So respectfully, right? Because everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Um, I would say both people, if you're in a relationship that is actually of value, right? Both people are the prize. I know what I bring to the table, right? I'm soft when I'm safe, I'm supportive when I'm secure, but I'm present, not just to pray for you, but to actually, pour into you. So I feel like you have to not necessarily hold finances into it, but the things that actually make the relationship valuable, like that make you say, I don't really want to lose this person. All of those traits is what makes you the prize. And a man too. So it's not just one sided. I think it goes both ways. It's trust and not control.
Yeah, for me, I feel like it's just being a good person. Like being a good
Yeah,
person, being a good partner is what makes you what makes you the prize. It's not necessarily your money, it's not
Yeah.
necessarily your job.
Yeah.
Like it's not necessarily that you got options and a person chose to be with you and just not them. Like it's a whole bunch of things. Just being a good person, being a good partner.
Yeah.
yeah, because we ain't gonna talk about the fact that some of y'all be pretty on the outside and just a terrible person. We
Yeah.
ain't even gonna get into that. Like, we ain't gonna get into the fact that a lot of y'all could be pretty, but your personality is what makes you ugly. Like, you just a bad fucking person.
Yeah, like you just morally, you're just not it. Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't value I think the ugliest trait that I've ever seen somebody witness is that you don't value anybody's feelings.
Mm.
Like,
No, but like everybody's below you or beneath you.
yeah, yeah, like you walk around because of your job or because of your financial status or because of the way that you dress or all this stuff that you feel like you're better than everyone or you feel entitled. That's as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize that's something that will really bother me, an entitled person. I
Yeah.
don't like that. I don't.
I think it just
That
makes a person more shallow. It just makes them like not necessarily nobody want to fuck with you, but nobody really want to fuck with you like that. Like we can opt in to be around you, but like genuinely having a good time kicking it, man, I don't want to kick it with you like that.
I want to be around you.
Yeah.
Keep you and your entitled spirit away from me.
Yeah. Because everybody entitled around here. If we're gonna kick it like that.
Yeah. So,
Anywho,
yep, yep, yep.
um, so how do you know when I guess you just have the right partner? Since we're saying, it's when you have a relationship that's of value. How do you know when you have a partner that's valuable?
When the good outweighs the bad according to what you're looking for.
Ooh, that's some bar, boy. Hold on.
You that
Hold
about the best thing
on, boy.
I done heard you say in your
Hold
life.
on, boy. Hold on, boy. Hold on. Hold on,
They
boy.
rock for the one time.
Hold on, boy. Hold on. Hey, boy.
That's what
Ooh,
we doing.
Hey, boy. That boy, hey,
that
but
one
that
hit
boy,
the spirit now. I ain't gonna hold
that,
you.
that finna write a book. Hold on, what the book gonna be
Be
called, boy?
apostle.
The deep-hearted root feelings of a short man.
Ooh, it's a short tale.
Okay.
It's a short story.
My climb up for
I'm
love.
sorry.
Mm, mm, mm.
The rose that grew from concrete. I like that. Come on, JRock. Can you
Yes,
elaborate more?
sir. Hey, boy, you said some shit then, now, boy. I'm proud of you, boy. Say that one more time. Say it for the people that may have missed it.
I don't want to do this anymore.
That's crazy.
Why not?
Like
Come on.
that's crazy. You know
It's
what?
it's wild that we praise you and you don't even
See,
want to accept
that
your
that
flowers.
that's something that's wrong with black men these days. They don't know how to take compliment.
Yeah. I'm sitting here bigging you up. Okay.
Oh, really?
Telling, I'm telling you how
Really?
proud I am of you, man.
Oh,
As a
no.
friend,
No.
you're like a brother to me. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
again.
That's why I be meaning when I say black men don't value black. Never mind.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Could you please say what you said again, please, sir? I feel like that was a very good golden nugget that you dropped there.
When the
Don't want
good
anybody.
when the good outweighs the bad, according to what you're looking for.
Mm.
Mm,
You gotta let that one cook. Let it marinate for a little
yeah,
while.
yeah, you gotta let it sit for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Mm, mm, mm.
That was powerful, man. 'Cause that was very simple, but very powerful. Like whether you realize it or not, like we
It
joking
really
and
was
stuff, but
deep.
like it's a very deep
It's a-
concept that a lot of
I
people
mean,
don't necessarily understand.
it's true. I mean, like, for one, you want to deal with something where the good outweighs the bad, and then damn near any situation in life. Like, who would want to deal with something that has more negativity than positivity? So if the right person for you or a good person for you is a person that has more good than bad according to what you're looking for out of them being a partner.
Yeah.
That's gonna hit people pretty hard too, because one
Mm,
thing that I've noticed, like from a lot of the people in today's generation, based on social media and the stuff, few people I have communication with, is we're in an era of it's easy for people to cut people off and cut ties.
mm.
And
Was it on hush?
so
I need to.
if we're saying that you found the right person when the good outweighs the bad, but you cut someone off after y'all first, second, maybe even third disagreement, but this man checks. If you got
All of the
14
other
boxes,
boxes, yeah, like
you got 14 boxes and he checks 11 out of the 14, but you cut him off because these three he didn't check. Well, I mean,
Mm.
what exactly is it that you're actually looking for? Because you're not gonna find the perfect person. You're gonna
Um,
have to you're going to have to put up with or deal with certain things in that person that you choose to be with. And that's part of being in a relationship.
mm.
So in this era of, you know what I'm saying, oh, this person did this, I'm going to cut you off. Would you recommend to people to deal with that? because, like I said, that's a heavy thing in this generation.
Oh, I don't have the answers for that because I actually need the answer. So if somebody else could maybe answer.
So are you saying you want those people that cut someone off like that?
I don't want to make this about me.
No,
Um,
for sure. We're not, because clearly we got people sliding in your inbox.
yeah, but yeah, I am.
Mm, mm, mm.
So not making it about you, what do you feel like makes it easy for you to be like, I'm just cut you off?
It's already easy, personally. Like you're not checking all of my boxes, right? So in my eyes, these let's just say boxes that I have of all of my preferences. Let's just say hypothetically, I have 20 different preferences that I need you to check off in order for you to be perfect in my eyes, right?
Mhm.
If you're lacking on 3 of those, I can cut you off. Like,
So this goes back to
because you don't meet
Out of
everything that I'm
20,
looking for. In my eyes, I'm looking for everything that I have listed, right?
so if you got 20 preferences
Mhm.
and he checks off 17 but not 3, he's able to be cut off.
yeah, that's what you just said.
That is what you said.
Yeah.
That's literally what you just said. So let me ask you this, right? Generally speaking, not shooting at you.
Hmm.
In your line of work, do y'all deal with probability?
Yeah.
So
But
if
it's backed with evidence though, so can't really.
I'm so glad that you said that. This finna make this.
Just digging a
So
hole deeper, huh?
yes. So if this person has showed you evidence based that I checked these 17 other boxes that you have told me that you got evidence, and I checked 17 out of the 20. Do you think it's logical to then set this person off because those other 3 boxes just not checked? Because you realize that people grow over time, right?
Yeah, and let me also say this. I'm not saying in any way is that right or that I actually condone what I do, right? It's something that I'm working on. I'm just saying that's why I'm saying I need the answers to that because it's clearly in the area that I need help with.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I appreciate the candidness. But
Yeah, of course.
so because I would have a hard time saying that I met Bree, and when we initially first started dating, that she checked off every box that I had.
Yeah, I don't think nobody actually checks off the full package, right? It's always gonna
Correct.
be something like, and it could be something so minor that's always like missing in your head. Like, oh, I picture myself with this person, or I picture myself with this type of person.
So I'm not trying to cut you off. It was this lady that I've seen on a podcast. She did a couple of different podcasts. I think she did one. She a doctor. She did one with like Nick Cannon, one with like Shannon
Yeah,
Sharp.
Dr. Bryant. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she said that, and I could be quoting this wrong. So women often go into dating with this figment of imagination of what they expect their man to be. And most times men go into a situation with, okay, she's this person. I'm going to adapt and figure out how to deal with this person because it's the person that I choose to be with. Whereas women will, oftentimes, he has to be smart and tall and funny and this, and this. And if he don't meet these standards that I have, then he's not my friend charming.
Mm.
What do you think about that statement?
I t- I really feel like I've practiced that. I've done that for a while, right? And I'm
Hmm.
just now at this, of course, big grown age, getting
Hmm.
out of that where you don't have to necessarily check all of the boxes. Now you got to check quite a bit, but you don't have to check all of the boxes, and I'm okay with that because where you're lacking in one area, right? You can make up in another area. Like your personality or your heart or just the way you care about things can kind of overpower all of that. So, um I think that's valid, especially for a lot of us women, but um I think it's something you just have to come to grips with. Just like, all right, I'm not going to find perfection everywhere, or I'm not gonna, really anywhere. Um
So what do you think about the thought that um men aren't raised on the fairy tale viewpoint of a relationship, whereas for women it's you got the king and the queen, and you got the movies and the princesses, and I'm saying all this because my daughter is heavy into princesses. Like, you got three, four princess dresses, like to dress up in her princess stuff. Like,
yeah. I think guys are, but I just think they have different idols, right? So we have the queens, we have the princesses, we have the prince, we have, the Disney movies, the
hmm
Cinderellas.
hmm
I think guys have their grandparents, right?
everybody don't not raised with their grandparents.
But
Like me
okay, but
personally,
most guys or most
me personally, I never knew neither one of my grandfathers. They died before I was born.
mm,
So, I mean, I got
mm.
stories. I
Yeah,
got
but I mean, your case is different, but just for some men, that's who they idolize, right? They say, "Hey, I want a relationship like either my parents, or I want a relationship like my grandparents." Like I feel like that's who they put on a pedestal. That's their fairy tale, to be married or to get married and stay married for 30, 40 years, 50 years, whatever. They want that story. We just want the happily ever after. Prince Charming. We just want to find
so
him and be done.
so what is that? And I'm gonna let Gerard get in here in a second, but my last question before we, you know what I'm saying, before I give grace is so what do we say to those people that talk and say like there's really no benefit in a man getting married in today's society?
Why is there not any benefit? First, they would have to prove to me what's the benefits, I guess, of staying single or being alone, right?
But
Versus having a partner that you can share life with.
so this is what I've had these people have a conversation with me about
Mm,
before,
mm,
right?
mm, mm.
And
What is he shaking his head?
Because I know
because
what he's trying to say before he said it.
me and him have had this conversation before.
Okay.
When a man gets married,
Mm-hmm.
he's probably at his most vulnerable spot.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman gets married, her livelihood, if this man has anything of value, is automatically set in the state of Georgia. That I can only speak for state of Georgia. From the day they get married, her life is set if he has anything of value. Unless, for whatever reason, she and him agree to sign a prenup.
Which I strongly advocate for, but go ahead. Just
Okay.
for the listeners, if you're thinking about getting married, prenup. But go ahead. And posting up if you've already married. Go ahead and draft it. Go ahead.
hmm
I'm sorry.
So there are individuals who believe that once they get married as a man,
Mm-hmm.
you lose your ability to be able to go date and do all this other stuff, right? That's one thing. Besides the point, you cool. You lose all your hoes, right? However, then if if for whatever reason this woman decides that she don't want to be with you no more, do you know what all is at risk for that man? 9 times out of 10, that woman is going to take the home that you own.
Oh Lord.
She's going to take half of the money that you've earned while you was with her. She's going to take your last name. She's going to take anything that y'all have acquired. She while y'all was married. She's going to take half of that. What does the man get left with?
More commonly these days, if of course the relationship had value, or the women had value, or the men had value,
Hmm.
whoever has the value, right?
Hmm.
A lot of men are now walking away with quite a bit. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I think it's just based on whatever the assets are, right, in the relationship. Um and I actually, this gonna sound crazy, so ladies, I'm sorry. But I actually think that's okay now. I think it's time. Just because in some past relationships, right? Some women have been able to
If you're
enter
gonna say
into
it, please
enter
tell the
into
truth.
I am enter into a marriage or enter into a relationship coming to the table with nothing, right? But by the time you leave that relationship, you have wiped this man out of his savings. You have taken the house, you taken the cars, and you have custody. So now at this point, you left a man that provided all of these things for you, gave you all of these things, no matter how the relationship went, no matter if he cheated, none of that. But somehow you have managed to rob this man blind and walk away with everything
And
when you
then
came
still
with
get to
no
go tell the
investment.
and then get to go tell the story of how you was a victim.
Yeah, I don't agree with it. I hate it. So now I feel like finally it's time for some men to, who actually are deserving, right? Who actually put in time, who actually took care of you maybe through that relationship. It's time for them to be rewarded as well. So I kind of agree with that now. What I don't agree with though is the men who are just being nasty and doing it, right. Like, you're just, whatever I can get from her, let me take it, so she has to go start over, or so
Of
she
course,
has
of
to,
course.
yeah. Now that I don't agree with. But the
So
ones who
let me
came into the relationship, you ladies who came in the relationship with nothing, I don't have no sympathy for you. I really
so
don't.
so 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 this is the question that I was asking. I think I kind of got sidetracked for a second.
It's okay.
When a let's say me and this meet you meet a man and you get married to this man and you and this man are on equal ground when y'all get married, right?
Mm.
What did that man gain from marrying you that he didn't already have from before y'all got married?
I think the only thing he really, just to be honest, the only thing he really gets is really someone just to do life with. Because if he has assets, I have assets, then there's nothing to really bring to the table financially, right? Now, emotionally, I can bring something to the table. Mentally, I can bring something to the table. Spiritually, I can bring something to the table. But finances, and a lot of people really are finding more joy with their finances. Hate to say it, but a lot of people are finding more joy with their finances than with a partner these days. So they might opt out of marriage. They might opt out of the relationship and just have their dealings, on the side, without having that contract, or having, that legally binding document that ties us together. I personally, I like the idea of marriage, right?
Huh?
But if I can't have no prenup, I'm not getting married. That's I don't care how much I love you. If we can't go in with a prenup, we're not getting married. And a lot of men have a problem with it. I've gotten the, oh, so it's just about money. No,
I think that's an immature mindset.
I think it's just about protecting your assets. It's just about protecting whatever property you have. Like, I don't want you to be able to walk away with something that you didn't work for. Now, if we got it together, cool, we split it down the middle. But if I had it before I got with you, why are
Yeah,
you entitled to that?
I feel like that's absolutely fair. I,
Yeah,
I don't I don't see nothing wrong with that. So what do you say to the man that says, I'm cool with us sharing a life together, but why do I have to marry you to do that?
because who wants to stay your girlfriend forever too? Like, what are we, just special friends?
Hey, that's always funny to me because my like before me and my wife got married, she said that to me. She was like, "If something would have happened to you, I'm not going to your obituary as your special friend."
No, I'm not. Like,
That jump was funny. Like it hit home to me, but it was funny. Like because I can say like she genuinely meant it.
yeah, I'm not. You're not gonna list me in the obituary as a special friend or a lifelong
A
partner.
long
None of
lifelong
that.
partner. Yeah.
Mm-mm. If the words don't say wife, if I was your wife, cool. I don't want to be a devoted friend either. I don't want to be none of it.
So because it sounds like we unpacking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some
sometimes we get
feelings.
sidetracked, but listen.
So Mr. Lewis, I think it's safe to say that I'm the only married person on the podcast at the moment.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on marriage?
Again, I think it goes back to what a person is looking for, because
Mm,
there's no right or wrong answer. I know some men that really just wholeheartedly believe that they shouldn't get married. It serves them no benefit. It only, takes away from them. Like Pittman said, like some men feel like, well, I don't have kids. If I, marry a woman with kids, not only does she become my responsibility, the kids become my responsibility. I'm supposed to be the provider. I'm supposed to be this. And when shit go bad, everything's supposed to fall back on me. And some men don't want that responsibility. They want to be able to move freely, do as they please. Some people, some men don't feel like, or they don't want to be with a woman 24/7. Not saying 24/7 like we shoulder to shoulder, but you know what I'm saying, like living together, stuff like that. Like they want to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And when you're with a person and you're really with a person, you can't just do what you want to do whenever you want to do it. Like some people may feel like you can, no, you can't. Like you're not going to be in a relationship with a person or live with a person and you coming back in the high 4 in the morning. That don't go for everybody. That shit doesn't fly. But as a single man, you can do that. You get what I'm saying? Like that was just an example. But on the flip side, I feel like marriage is beneficial. So I just say, there's no right or wrong answer to it. It just depends on that person and what they want to do and how they feel about going, about the rest of their life. Me personally, I think marriage be beneficial because depending on who you're marrying, that person can provide peace for you. That person can provide, uh, support for you, emotional support, financial support. Like when shit go wrong, you got a person you can lean back on. Now, everyone is not going to be like that, but like I said, if you got that good person, you got a person you can lean back on. You got a person that can take care of you when you sick or when you down bad. A person you can share memories with, and shit like that. The list goes on. So I think it just depends on the person. So I don't think it's a right or wrong answer to it. I just think, marriage is beneficial to some and it's not beneficial to some.
mm. So that's really deep, man. I
Mm.
think
Like I don't have a problem with men that want kids but don't want to be married. I don't have a problem with that. Like maybe that person just want to be a father. I ain't talking about a deadbeat. I ain't talking about somebody that just had kids and they just, they go around, ignoring their responsibilities. But you got some guys that want to be a daddy, but they don't want to be married. Like they feel like I shouldn't have to marry you for me to have a child by you. I want to be, they want to be a daddy.
So
But in this,
hypothetically, oh, I'm sorry. Go
you
ahead.
go,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
So hypothetically speaking, right? Because I trust me, I respect your opinion. I respect your viewpoint. But um, so are we just out here just promoting broken homes? Like I don't agree with that one. Like, is he living in the house with the child? Now that I can see.
But
But
what's
if
a
you just
broke?
talking about you
What's a?
just want to,
But I'm saying, what's a broken home?
so a
What's the
child
define of a broken home?
realistically, right? A child needs both parents.
Okay.
I just feel like that just no matter the situation, a child needs both parents. It would be great to have both parents in home. And I don't think necessarily I wouldn't promote, me personally, I wouldn't promote for separate households just because I'm in that situation or I know that situation. Like I'm not trying to take you and drop you off at your daddy house or have your daddy come pick you up. Like I just feel like daily presence should be a thing and it should be in the same household. Now, if it's that, then I can agree with that. But if it's, hey, I just want to get kids or I just want to get them on the weekend or every other weekend, I don't know about it.
See, again, so to be honest, it's a lot of dads out here that would love to have full custody of their children. So I
Hmm.
want to go and put that out there first. Like, it's a lot of men out here that's not the what is it, the custodial parent
Hmm.
only because they're men. So
Hmm.
let's put that out there. Some of these women that talks about, they got to deal with this, they deal with that or whatever. Some of these women can really let they children go live with their dad, and I'm pretty sure their dad will be like, hell yeah,
But
I'm with it.
how is that fair to the mother though?
How is it fair to the father? I
It's
mean,
not
because
fair
the
on either.
moment,
I'm saying it's not fair on either end, but I'm just saying
so
I
but
think that's why when parents have to be proactive to either try to fix their family right and try to make it work for at least the sake of the children,
okay,
or
okay, let me back you. The only reason I was bringing up that
mhm,
because like when I was mentioning that it's really some guys out here that would love to have children, but they don't want to be married because
yeah,
again, it's about compatibility.
yeah,
Like some men and women have laid down with each other and had children, but if they were to ever be in a real relationship, it would not work. So
hmm,
what like some people in this generation feel like we have to force us being together for our child when that child is still going to go through still going to go through hard times, realizing that you got two parents that don't even want to be together or not meant to be together. They're not for each other. So that's just as bad seeing it in the household as two parents that are split up. But I only, like I said, I only said that because from the time a child is born, unless they're married,
hmm,
that child automatically goes to their mother. And I'm just speaking on the fact that you were saying like how is it fair to the mother? From the
yeah,
very jump that a child is born, it's unfair to the dad. It's unfair from the very moment that child is brought into this earth. It's unfair for the dad. So you have men out here that wants to be a dad but don't want to be married. And it's not creating a broken home if two parents are successfully raising their kids without their kid or one without any problems. Like because you can still live in the same they can still live in the same city. It's not always one live over here and one live, over there,
hmm,
but it can still work. So
yeah,
again, you have some men that want to be a dad but don't want to be married, and I don't think that we should view it as something negative because a guy want children but don't want to be married to the person they have a child. Like no, because just because we had a child by each other, people be like, "Oh, you telling me you can have a child by, but you can't?" No, you can't. It doesn't work like that. That's like
but you
that's
saw
not
her,
how it
you
works.
saw her fit enough to be and of course we're just talking hypothetically, right? But you saw her fit enough to make her a mother, but you didn't see her fit enough to make her a wife. that's
Okay,
that's the
what if
only problem.
okay, what if this same guy saw this woman as being good enough to be a great mother, good
Hmm.
enough as being a great mother, but he himself knows that he's not going to be a good partner. Meaning, I'm not going to be faithful to you. I'm not going to be loyal to you. So now you want him, you want to invite him into that situation
Okay.
because just
I see
because
what
he
you're saying.
just because he's not faithful as your man ain't gonna make him a bad daddy.
I met a bad father. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not gonna make him a bad father. So now what?
You're right. I see what you're saying now.
Now, I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that
No,
this
I
is how
mean
it
your
is.
opinion.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see
I'm
what you're
just saying
saying.
that it's men out here that want to be dads, but they don't want to marry. They don't want to be married. They don't even want to marry the person they have kids by. Like you might, I had kids. Like just say if a man may say it like I had kids by you because you're a good mother, a good mother. I want my like I want to have a child, and I want my child to have a great mother. That doesn't mean that me and you would work out in a relationship. Not to mention, sometimes it just comes from us as people casually having sex.
Yeah,
Like shit happens. That doesn't mean that because we up and had a baby, or now we got to be together. No, because I never expected for us to be together, or she never expected to be together. We were just attracted to each other sexually and physically.
yeah. Mm.
I want to play devil's advocate. So hypothetically speaking, right? You meet someone, y'all cool, y'all talking, y'all end up having sex, she get pregnant, and said woman decides that she don't want to have this same kid, which we're switching gears from the original topic. Sorry. But
We went from who's the prize, who's the custodial parent.
yeah, we all over the place today. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay. Come on.
Do you feel like as a woman, because this has been a hot topic
Oh yeah,
as of late, do
yeah.
you feel like it is fair for that woman to then keep said child and then force this man to be an active parent in this child's life?
So clearly, we're talking about the Aisha and Aunt Edward.
Yes.
Okay. So here's my take. Right. Um. So.
Anytime
Oh
you pause like that before you say something, I know you're trying to find the right way to
yeah, because
stand with the
I really don't
ladies.
want to step on nobody's toes today.
To stand with the
Not while I'm
ladies.
under yeah, Lisa. So you both you take two willingly, consenting adults,
Hmm.
and the woman decides she wants the baby, but the father does not want the baby, right? The father
Correct.
wants nothing to do with the child, but the mother still wants the child. But the mother
Hmm.
also is forcing the father to be present in the child's life or to play a role in the child's life.
Hmm. Do. Oh wait, I don't want to get copyrighted.
You big fucking fool. Like I just I just
Come on, don't do it. Don't fight it. You this close.
so the
Say
nut
it.
was more important than you finding out if this man wanted to have kids with you before y'all lay down unprotected. Now I get being hot and in the moment, right? But y'all laid down and had unprotected sex, and you somehow want this man to step up to the plate and take care of a child that he already said that he's not going to take care of. You want him to change his fucking mind just because you sat there and you got pregnant?
On purpose.
Whether you did it on purpose or not, because I don't know, I wasn't in the room. But you can't. I can understand still wanting the child. I can understand still wanting to have the child. Cool, have the child, but just know the child is not going to have a father. Like clearly, unless you find somebody who's willing to accept that child as their own, just hang it up. Just let it go.
I really
Let,
wish you would
let it go.
just stay what you really want to say.
That's what I'm gonna say tonight because I'm over it. I'm so over it. Either
Okay.
keep your
So
legs closed or just stop fucking. Like just all together, just stop fucking. Just because at this point you're going from baby daddy to baby daddy, and it's not cute.
I love it, though. So she getting pretty. But
It's just that you willingly getting pregnant by women or men that are deemed high value, right? Just because they come with a bag.
That's what she doing.
Like, bitch, we see you. Like, you're not fooling anybody at all.
Like that, we didn't see about them folk doing that cocaine in front of him. Do you know I can see you?
Right. Like, we see you. Okay. You got all the attention you needed. You had all the attention you needed off the first baby daddy. There was no need to go bag another one.
Greedy.
I don't get it. But regardless, I mean, shit, the baby's here now. I
Hey
hate that the
man,
baby has to grow up without her father. But
can 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 I take a step or a little bit further outside the box before we go back in? Before we go back inside?
okay, let's jump out the box for a minute.
When y'all young men gonna start realizing that y'all know it's valuable and y'all need to start protecting y'all body and y'all know it as if it's not just something that you can just give away.
Hmm,
Value yourself.
thank you.
You speaking on
Okay.
who?
Hmm?
I was saying you were speaking on who?
I was just saying in general, like that we men need to start valuing their body more. Like we just be out here giving ourselves to anybody.
And that's
Like
really
that.
what I want y'all to understand. Y'all think is I'm sorry. I promise I was gonna try to behave. But
Hmm.
it's the for me. Yeah, the dick is just very valuable, right? The semen is valuable. So, oh Lord,
Come on.
why are you intentionally shooting the club up when you could have got her face? You could have got some other part of her body. Why are you intentionally leaving it in? Like, I would never understand for the moment why you do that. Like,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, ain't no better feeling, but
but
you
at
gotta
some
have
point
you
you
got
gotta use your
yeah,
head
yeah,
and
yeah,
just be
yeah, yeah.
like,
You
this
gotta
bitch ain't
think
wired too
logically.
tight. I gotta pull out because I can't stand 18 years of this. Like, at some point,
Again,
just be better.
again, it depends on the person.
Oh
You
wow.
have some men out here that they're not gonna pull out regardless. I know that that may sound like that's crazy as fuck. It's true. I know some niggas that if we fucking or if they fucking, they are not pulling out. They not. It's not happening. Like this is what they go into already knowing. It ain't like, like oops, I got them. It was just a moment. Nah, like they know, like shit, but I'm not pulling out. I know some dudes that's like that, and that's crazy. Then you also have how can I put it? You also have some guys that's not mentally as strong to pull out when that time is near.
And
So,
definitely be a fight.
like it's a hard fight. It
Yeah.
is really is a hard fight. Like, and it goes back to one of them when we had this topic before about
Yeah.
men and women when they're having sex. It's like, now imagine if if she's about to climax, but you are about to as well. She doesn't want you to stop, but
Mm-hmm.
you need to stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got to have a brain in that moment.
Somebody finna be disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And and
It's only one or two. It's only one or two ways they can go.
Yeah.
either way, like, because if I stop, she's gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
She's gonna be disappointed. Like, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, come on, we all know that most women is hard to come by. Orgasm is hard to come by.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some women have never even had one before.
Mm,
So, like,
my lord.
when that time comes, not
Not
now
my
this man
lord.
gotta make a now this man gotta make a decision. Am I gonna follow through? Or am I going? I'm finna mess up with I'm finna mess up this moment. Like
We gotta, we
situations
gotta,
like that.
we got.
Situations like that happen.
But I think you know how we get to how we prevent those types of situations from happening. And this
I know
maybe
what
I'm
I'm
just
say, like where it
maybe
comes and stuff
I'm
like that.
really yeah maybe I'm just being in denial about it or oblivious. But maybe if we have these conversations before we start engaging in sex, right? Before we
Okay,
even
what
put sex on,
conversation?
I'm just saying, like, hey, do you want kids? What happens if, this happens and we potentially have a child? Or what happens if, I don't want to pull out? I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know I don't want to pull out. So, how do you feel about that? Like, start having these conversations before you start even having sex. And that way it'll reduce some of the headaches that we eventually have later on in life
I
on.
mean, that's a good grown up response.
Hey, you know what's
Yeah,
funny
and I'm
about
not
that?
saying
Like,
it's gonna happen.
you
I'm,
know
I'm
what's fun? You know what's funny about that? Like in my
what's up?
past, in my past, I know, I know a girl that was dealing with a dude, and she did not want to have kids. Like she was adamant that I don't want to have kids. Like a guy cannot nut in her whatsoever. She's not going for it. She's not.
Hmm.
And right, like I ain't gonna say like right after, but after that, she ended up having like 3 kids back to back.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But the
Mm-hmm.
reason was like I feel like I'm too young to have kids. I feel like this. I'm not ready for. I'm gonna
But
just be the auntie forever. Like
but when you on your back or either you on top, none of those excuses of how you feel, it's redundant in the bedroom. If you haven't taken proper precautions, birth control, contraceptives, whatever.
I don't believe in that though.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, then you should definitely be having. I'm not just saying you, but then the person should definitely be having the conversation of, hey, before we even get and engage in this activity, this is how I am, and this is what I like.
Like like I don't really like women like taking like birth control and shit like that. Like I
It's
don't
Yeah,
really.
really bad
it
for the
really
woman
messed up your
body.
body.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. Like that's me being against it because of your you being a human, your body. Like it
Yeah,
messes with
your
your
health.
body.
Yeah,
It's not natural, you
yeah,
know. So, but I understand it. You know, I understand taking birth control. I'm just saying, like I
yeah,
don't really agree with it. Like
yeah. I don't. I personally don't like birth control. I was on birth control, but I personally don't like birth control. Just because, yeah, mentally it does destroy you, and physically too. But yeah,
Emotionally as well.
yeah, emotionally as well. Definitely emotionally. But yeah, just have these conversations before you lay down with a person. Like before y'all even get to having sex,
yeah, I
y'all should
mean,
have this
sure, but
conversation.
sometimes them the way she feel when she's well, it's not technically sober, but the way she feel when she's not in the moment and what she says when she in the moment, then what? When you got some women that get in that moment and is nutting me, daddy. Then what?
They say a lot more
Then
than that.
yeah, I'm just saying, it's a lot more than that. It's like,
Nigga be in a
gee,
fight for your life,
But
boy.
same thing.
okay,
Hey,
so
the
let's
same
let's
thing
say
we
you
were
did
talking.
have
Same
if
thing we
you
were
did
talking
have
about
those type of
earlier.
women who say, let's just say they get sidetracked in a moment, then it's on her. She gonna have to either take a plan B, or if she don't want to take her plan B, now you have to deal with the consequences. Like it's just we gotta be adults about the situation.
Just go back to women taking accountability. Like not mm,
And men too,
Yeah,
because
I feel, but I just think like I think we kind of. So I think society, like anytime we talk about this, I think society, for the most part, ignore the part that women play in these situations. Like it's always if a
you
man
do
shouldn't
better.
a man shouldn't nut in you if he know he don't want if he don't want to make you a mother. Like a man should have wore protection. A
yeah, they try
man
to put
should,
it on the
and
man.
it's like I didn't put a gun to your head and make you open your legs. You open your legs for me and I
But
nutted in you. Like, could I
yeah,
have pulled out? Yes. Should
yeah,
I have pulled out? Yes. But
Yeah.
on the flip side, you played a part in the risk as well. Like
yeah,
I didn't nut into my hand and gave it to you and say, you finna be pregnant. Like it didn't work like that. You knew the
yeah,
risk. You knew the risk as well as I did. So that's my thing. Like I've never been the one to say men ain't guilty for doing it. I'm I'm pretty sure by now you see like my personality. I'm never one sided. I always try to paint the picture that is equal. It's always equal. The man is guilty for goddamn for taking that risk, and she is guilty for also taking that risk. Like it's no one sided.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
could have wore rubber. You also could have made him wore rubber. He could have pulled out. You also could have made him pull out. Like
And me and women also have this
I
just
was
powerful
just finna
strength
say that.
when you're in the moment, right? And you really just don't want a child, you'll get that nigga. Oh, excuse me. You'll get that man from up
you'll
off
get
of
him up
you.
off you.
Yeah, you definitely will. So
Like come on,
I don't
The
buy that
same,
one.
the same way that you can hold them down too, if she choose to.
Yeah,
but
she know how to.
man,
Mm.
some of your fellow sisters have tried to force men to nut in them.
I just feel like, but men also when you notice, because women we do
I
that from
know if
off,
I ain't
right?
trying to do it, but we gonna wrestle.
Women, right?
We do
Women,
your
we do
ass.
that. We do that, right? But why you sitting there playing?
What you mean playing?
That ain't
He playing
no,
good.
no.
No,
See. You not
at that
that.
moment
No,
you
no. Why
supposed
you playing? You the one squeezing them.
that's what I'm saying. And you knew you didn't want a child. Like, get this chip off of you,
Mm-mm.
please. At that moment, you should know. Like, all right, click in. Like, my mental got to come back. Then, like, let me get her. Let me get her up off of me. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. It don't be that deep to just be so lost in the moment. Like,
No, I think again. It all comes back to what I've been saying. It depends on the person. Because if a guy that's just say he's really attracted to you, you allow him to have unprotected sex with you. Every like you might not realize it, but all the shit that he's been thinking about you from the time y'all been talking, all that shit is running through his mind while y'all fucking.
Yep.
Like but she really might make a good mama. Like niggas think about shit like that. Like I might really can risk this shit. Like, but she clean. Goddamn, she
She
ain't never in no
smells
drama.
good.
Like for real, like she ain't never in no drama. Like niggas really think about shit like this while they are fucking. Because for one, our mind have to be in other places to keep us from
Because
none
if you
early.
don't,
and then they shoot at the club, or and then they send
Yeah,
you a text message.
like
I hope
niggas
you're
think
ready for
about all
kids,
type of other shit to keep them from
please.
nut early. That's like a guy code technique. You think about other shit to keep you going because you
Mm.
don't want to get overly excited. But you got like niggas think about shit like that. Like I know I did with I know I did with KJ. Like I can my first time nutting in her. I knew what time it was. Like you
You're
know,
so
but her
stupid.
house be clean. How
What
be
you-
clean,
I got me a good one.
like hell yeah, like shit, yeah. I'm unloading in here.
He's so
I ain't even tell her. I
oh,
knew I
wait
was
a
gonna do it,
minute.
but I didn't tell her.
Whew, Lord.
Yeah, I ain't pulling out. I knew I wasn't pulling out, and I was gonna accept my consequences.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That boy is crazy.
I feel them though. I ain't
But
gonna
it's the
lie to
truth.
'em.
Like it be like y'all may like. Well, I know not y'all meaning Pittman, but like women don't be knowing that shit. Like niggas think about a whole bunch of shit while they having shit with you, and that also goes back to some niggas are mentally strong enough to be like, but I'm not finna nut in the girl. No, hell no. Even if she can goddamn try to sit on you, knowing you about the nut and everything, that nigga get strong as fuck.
Yeah.
So
Common sense
like I
start
said, it
kicking
just
in.
depends on the person.
Yeah.
I don't had something like that happen to me before. Scary day of my life.
Oh
Just,
wow.
just depends on the person. That nigga shit, he having sex with the right person, a person he really likes. That nigga get weak in the knees. He really don't want to pull out. He know he should. He really don't want to. Then it
Mm.
might be a girl that he just fucking. She just might be a bust down, or she just something to do. That nigga, he know where he's aware of it. Hell no.
You counting strokes.
I seen a post. I'm sorry, this so random. I seen a post. Well, it's not really random. It's kind of pertinent. Um, where it was like, women carry men's DNA for seven,
I
for
ain't gonna lie, I
7.
felt so uncomfortable about that post. I slick got mad.
Why? Why you got mad?
Shit, what you mean? My girl got a son before me. Shit, I whip. I don't even want to think about that, boy.
Oh, you talking about
I don't speak bad on people. I
Jackie?
don't
He
speak
ain't the
bad on
only one
people.
in the science lab, huh?
I don't want to speak bad on people. I
Oh,
mean, like,
see that messed up. She ain't have to do
I'm
that now.
sorry. I'm just saying I didn't. That was just a random fact. I just didn't. I didn't know that.
think about some of the guys out here that they dating women that got 4, 5 kids and different baby daddies. Like, who? But I don't think about shit like that.
Hmm.
It bad enough you dealt with the nigga.
And that's off of the people that you know. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, she can show for them. But what about the ones that did it and then
yeah.
it didn't?
Like
Ooh, ooh.
she took the goddamn. She took the morning after pill for the one that she went up the
Oh,
road for. She took them 500. Like,
I just oof. Sex
Man,
can be so complicated,
what about the one that she ain't told you about that heat?
huh?
The one that she ain't told you about that heat?
Do oh. Don't is it me or is it just most women? Do y'all ever get mad after y'all find out like, oh, you him, or like, oh, you
yeah,
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
for
thought
sure.
cuz
Yeah,
Definitely.
like,
Definitely.
yeah.
like, don't let that
I
shit fool you, man. Like, you could be a cool player ass nigga, like myself, but
Hmm.
depending on how you really feel about the person you talking to,
Mhm.
yeah, like some of the niggas from your past will like niggas will be like, man, that shit don't bother me. Like, it ain't gonna bother me enough to make me goddamn want to go confront a nigga from your past. No, what I mean by that is like you dealt with a nigga. I feel like
didn't deserve even an
he
opportunity of
didn't
being
even
in your
deserve the
same room with you.
opportunity. Shit like that. Like, damn, you really fuck with this? You
Yeah.
him?
But
Like
sometimes
that?
also
Him?
be like for women, I know it be like, oh, you touched her, like, I could never look at you the same
So that
type.
how it be. That how it be.
Yeah.
That's how it is for men too. Like, they might not say it, but that's how it really be though.
Mm,
You
mm,
start you
mm.
start judging a little bit. You start
Yeah,
Yeah,
judging a little
you
bit.
definitely
you
you
gave that
side
man,
eye.
that nigga a chance. You gave that woman beat her a chance. Like, you gave the nigga that got
Mm,
6 baby mamas already. You gave him the chance. Like, you
Yeah,
want to be number 7?
yeah.
Like, yeah, like niggas judge. Niggas judge.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Mm.
we told it. For all the fellas that get mad when they hit, yeah, we told it. Yeah, niggas judge.
Yeah, we definitely we do
espe-
that too though.
especially if you're like somebody that considered to be like bad or fine. You be like, yo, like
Or just somebody you respect, like, oh, I hold them in high regard. Like, they wouldn't do no stupid shit like that. Turns out it be
I
the
ain't gonna
whole
lie, I ain't
time.
gonna lie. Y'all be giving women be giving some of the worst niggas opportunities, bro. Like I'd be like, yo, you so smart, but you don't have no common sense at all. There's no way you thought
I ain't
that
gonna
this was
hold
a
you. My common sense, and we being transparent, right? My common sense didn't kick in until after I had my first child. I ain't even gonna hold you. It didn't kick in until I turned maybe 19, and I was just like, what the? I ain't no way, boy.
And that, like I said, that's how it is with men. Like, some men would not deal with certain women on a certain level because of who they dealt with.
who they
Like,
dealt with.
she
Yeah.
might be fine. She might can have all her shit together. And you still got some not everybody, but you still got some niggas out here to be like, I might fuck her. We might kick it for a while, but I ain't gonna take her serious. Like that,
See,
they might not
I'm
say
gonna
that.
try. I'm at the point where I can't even. I don't want to have sex with you. I can't even respect you. I can't even look at you if you just then I already took somebody that I know. Just like, do I want to go behind it? Nah.
Hey, can I ask
Go ahead. We're unfiltered today.
not even that. I just want to know this.
Mhm.
Let's say you was talking to somebody, like you
Mhm.
was friends with somebody, like female,
Mhm.
and you find out that this person was in an abusive relationship.
Mhm.
As that person's friend, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Are they still in the abusive relationship, or they were in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're
Mm-hmm.
still currently in it.
Mm-hmm.
So first, for me, just as a woman, right? I'm first.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, I'm asking you, and I'll probably come at you calm the first time, right? How are we gonna get us out of this? Because at this point, now that I'm your friend, it's us. How are we gonna get out of this? Do you want to leave? Because if you don't want to leave, then I'm wasting my time and then I'm no longer gonna be your friend. That's just number one. Number two, if you are trying to leave, let's go and call the U-Haul. We ain't finna play around with it. We can leave tonight. Like it just I don't know. Why are you staying? I would push for that person to leave, number one. And then maybe we could circle around and go jump them. I don't know. Whatever. But I can't be friends with nobody in an abusive relationship. Most of my friends are headstrong anyway. What was the for?
No, I'm just listening. That's all. I'm listening.
I
Well,
just
you are
think
so full of But I don't know. How would you approach that? So let's just say, okay, let's paint the picture, right? If it was me in an abusive relationship, just hypothetically, let's just say I was getting my ass beat.
and I know.
And I told you, let's just say I called you and was like, he just beat my ass.
Load up.
So this is my take, right?
Do you stay out of it? Because that ain't got nothing to do with you? Or
You got one chance with it.
Literally. Literally.
You got one chance.
okay.
You call me, Pittman, say he did X, Y, Z to me. I'm trying to get out. Cool. When I come, we coming.
Not we coming.
We coming.
Not we coming. What
We
you say?
coming.
It's either on my hip or my lap. We coming.
Now, whatever transpires, once that happens,
Yeah. You gotta be
that's
ready.
it.
Yeah.
You gotta deal with whatever come with it. In the event that you decide, I'm gonna go back to him.
Mm-mm.
If he put his hands on you again, don't call my phone.
Facts.
Don't call my phone. You
mm.
got you got one opportunity. I'm gonna be there.
Mm. So okay, if let's
And
just say it happened again, right? And let's just say I gave you the excuse of, oh, he didn't mean to, or I really want to see if
There
he
is
can
no
change,
again.
or
There is
yeah,
no
there
again.
is no excuse. But I'm just saying, just
No, I ain't
let's
saying
just
no
say I
excuse.
said it.
There is no again.
Oh well,
There is no
yes,
again. Like
it's
it's a
over with.
wrap.
'Cause do you know more men get killed trying to go protect the
Man,
person that's being assaulted than the person that's being assaulted?
yeah. I don't think I would ever put like I. First of all, let's just throw this out here. If you ever try me, just on some bullshit, just know you dying. Okay. Now that we got that out the way, I don't think I would ever try to personally, intentionally involve my friends either way. If that was my situation, right? I wouldn't do that. Just because anything can happen, either in a crossfire or just anything can happen. You don't want to take you don't want that on your conscience. That's a bad situation to be in. But yeah, it's the only choice you have is to leave.
I'm
If
I'm
it was my
just
friend, they just have to leave.
what about you, Gerard? If you're in a situation and you found out one of your friends was being abused or was the abuser,
you already said it, brother. You got one time after that, bro. Don't call me. I don't care. I'm not gonna interfere. I'm not.
yeah,
Can
I'm
I
not. I
flip?
ain't,
Like I
Can I
don't.
flip the
I don't
question?
care how bad it get. I'm not coming.
Ooh. Can I flip the question?
Yeah.
yeah,
Are we? And let me ask this before I flip it. Is it one chance with that one guy, or is it one chance in general? Like, let's just say it happened in a whole nother relationship.
that's different.
God damn, you must gonna be the problem.
See, why do you think she's the problem? Why she can't be finding these men with the problem?
Niggas that keep
Okay, so
doing
let me say this, right? And again, hypothetically speaking, let's just say your child's mother got into this situation. And let's just say the first time it was with one dude. You go and save her, right? And then
Man,
the second time,
I'm not saving.
if you and your child's mother had a healthy relationship, y'all
We
real
can
cool.
see, hold on, see, okay, so we can have a healthy relationship, but I'm going to mind my business. I don't care how none of our viewers feel. I don't give a damn. If as long as it's not done in front of my children, bro, that shit between y'all. Have fun, rock out. I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming to your rescue. That's not my job. That's not my job. We should have stayed together then. If that the case, that's not my job. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't goddamn send a message by my kids. Don't do none of that. Whatever y'all got going on, as long as it's not done in front of my children, that is on y'all. Because niggas interfere and that shit become a whole bigger problem. It does. Like it ain't my problem no more. That between you and your man. You shit. I ain't gonna tell him like, hey man, you no, hell no. Nigga wanna he do some shit to me, the same shit he wanna do to you. No. I could have minded my business. Now imagine I got a woman and my baby mama's rescue, and something happened to me. Just say I get over there and Buddy knock me out. Now he don't knock me out, and you still and she still with the nigga after. Like you know how fucked up that should have looked. Like I went to go rescue you, and he beat my ass, and you still with him? No. Or I got a woman. I got a woman. I go over to my baby mama's rescue. I go to my baby mama rescue, and something happened to me. Now my woman, not only did something happen to me, now I got to explain to my woman how I don't got fucked up for another woman's goddamn problem. You think that shit gonna sit well with her?
Wait a minute.
Like you really think I'm gonna be able to walk back in the house and be like, baby, he got the best of me. What you went over
Yeah,
there
Oh,
no.
for?
stop!
For
Shut
me to
He,
mess
up!
with
Stop!
no,
Hush! Hush!
hell
Be
no.
quiet! I can't take.
he
Hell
got
no.
hey,
Like, man, you know how
hey,
hard that shit gonna be? You like I'm gonna get put in the dog house.
This
I'm gonna get put
motherfucker
in the dog
said.
house.
This motherfucker said.
You
You
think
don't
I'm gonna
understand.
get
I've been laughing for like the last 2 minutes. This motherfucker
no,
said.
you think I'm gonna get put in the dog
He do.
house
What if
for
he do
going
the same
to
thing he do to you
another
to
woman
me?
rescue? Like, I don't think people think about shit like that. Like,
John, shut up! Just shut up! You just shut up!
so now, okay, Sin, let's be real. Your
No,
boyfriend,
I'm not ready.
no,
I'm not ready. Wait a minute.
well, you need to get ready, cause
This
I'm tired of
motherfucker
this shit.
said, "What if he do the same thing to her that he do? He trying to
Like,
do me."
I'm tired of these women putting men in situations that they don't think they putting them in. Like, women be putting us in some fucked up situations. They
Wait,
really
wait,
do.
wait, wait, wait. So as a man, right? Oh my
mm-hmm.
god, boy, you is foolish.
Get this
So
That's it.
listen, that's that personality I was talking about that the little men have. So if the
What personality now? What personality? So one thing about me. Wherever I'm going to, I'm planning on beating some shit.
I can't I
Shit,
can't tell because you just
shit.
said,
I
what if he do the same
no.
thing?
I'm speaking on the behalf of just a random, like, I ain't talking about me. I'm coming to beat some shit. I don't care. I don't care if it's a granddaddy, a grandmama. I don't give a fuck about
whoa,
none
you
of that.
disrespectful.
Shit, you better add Pittman. I'm not speaking on my behalf like on some scary shit. I'm saying for a
But
random
listen,
person.
oh shit, oh
Because
god,
what I'm saying is, you got to look at the situation that man they're gonna be put in. Like
yeah, yeah.
he go over there
Ooh,
and he go over there and just say he don't handle the situation. He takes the worst end of it, and
yeah.
she's still with him. Like that's a fucked up look. Or
Your
imagine if
kids forever looking at you strange.
yeah, like or imagine if he got an old lady. Now you telling me how he gonna explain how he went over here to handle some shit that don't got nothing to do with him. I gotta come back home and tell my woman like, this and this happened because I
So
was going over there. No,
okay, so I personally feel like
That man went over there and got my hair whooped, man.
I mean
He
that
done beat. He
even if
done.
Buddy won, like just say, cause we ain't even just talking about a fight, cause like anything can happen. You come over there, some random shit, the shit didn't go as planned. You thought you was just gonna come over there and check the nigga, and the shit go left. Like that happens in life all the time. What you think?
Nigga stood off on your ass.
so why
Or
not?
not
Why
even
not?
that. Like you get the best of him, and just say he pull out a gun, you pull out a gun, you shoot him. Now you going to like it's a bunch of shit that can comfort this, but you got to explain this to your woman, to
Yeah.
So
yours.
so here's the thing, right? I get what you're saying. I really do. And all of your feelings are valid. But if that's my child's mother, right? I don't know. If I
That's my
call
child mama, not my mama.
but if I call even if you said you only do something if your kids seen it. What if your kids are
If,
just in
if,
the household while it's happening? Like,
if my kids are involved, that's what I mean by something like that. Like
okay.
if my kids are, if they happen to witness this, then yes, we have a problem. Like, bro, I'm going to check the nigga about it, and I'm also gonna let him know, like, bro, if you gonna beat that ass, bro, don't do that shit with my kid here.
What kind of
I
shit
don't
is
give a
that
fuck
to
what
say,
you do with
Gerard?
him. Yeah, because I ain't got any. Well, I'm gonna sugarcoat it for him, because I can't stop you from doing it.
But oh god.
But what? Hey, please, sir, don't please. No,
Just I don't know what you could say. But
exactly. We being
listen,
real here. Like,
we are being real, but I think it's something
Wait. Hold on. Please say what you just said again, bro. What?
please, sir, no, sir, please don't do that. Not in front of the kids. Please, that's my children's mother, man. Please,
Hey,
nigga,
be
tell you to shut
behind
the
closed
fuck up. Now
doors.
you don't told it. You don't ask the man. Please don't do it. He can tell you shut the fuck up. Now where we getting at? Now where we getting at? Now it's shit, nigga. I beat your ass too. Now what? Now what I supposed to do? Oh, that shit, that like, cause on the flip side, how many baby mamas have you ever seen come to their baby daddy's rescue when their baby daddy got an abusive female that he dealing with? She like to fight him all the
okay,
time.
so if my children's father was in an abusive relationship and he called me, I
You
would
gonna
probably
give him
go.
advice?
No, I
Cause
would
you ain't,
definitely.
you ain't, man, you ain't coming to whoop no ass. You gonna tell him he need to leave.
Nah, I'm definitely coming to whoop ass, but I'm also bringing the authorities with me. Like,
Oh, you one of them? You the law.
oh, of course, all day. Please don't play
How
all
you
day.
coming to
I
whoop
don't
ass if you got the
seen
law with you?
seen. I'm be honest
Yeah,
with you now. I don't believe that.
I'm coming. I'm coming to whoop ass, and I'm coming and calling the law too because you don't know how that situation could turn out. Like you said,
Exactly. So we
but
speaking the same
but
language.
listen, but also, I don't, you taking away from my kids at this point. I just feel like I don't know.
No,
Maybe I'm a little different.
all I'm saying is it's a lot of men out here that also deals with abusive women or women that they first reaction is always violent. What are these baby mamas doing for these men? They ain't getting help
I'm a
from them.
victim.
Cause you know
I'm a
why
victim.
the men not calling they female friends or they female or they baby mamas.
No, I'm just saying.
I was a
But you
victim
know
of
it's
domestic
happening. Like, come
violence.
on, bro.
How
Like,
we know it's happening?
I was a
uh,
victim of domestic violence. Nobody helped me.
First of all, hold on, because I asked that question when I found out about it. I said, "Well, what did he do?" And you told me
Nothing.
he did nothing, and I was very upset with him as well. So, if I was there, I would have been right there with you. I'm sorry. She wouldn't have kicked that car. Hell, now, Gerard, you need to learn how to show up better in life.
So what? But I recorded. I had film.
What the fuck a video gonna do?
I had proof he was innocent.
You could have passed that phone off to somebody else and let them record,
I don't
and then
think
you
he
could have
was.
properly used restraint
Man,
to get her.
this man 2 times bigger than me, and he don't want to do nothing to her. But you want me to do something to her? Now, again, because if she do something to me that she doing to you, I'm not gonna sit there and just, please, no, stop, not my car. No, I'm not doing that. I'm finna lay that bitch out. So now,
Oh boy.
he should have
But
left her
Oh,
ass there.
I was very upset. I just had to, since we're all about vulnerability.
You think it's obvious that she's on 100. I'm supposed to go over there and try to hold her back down, man. Chill, man. This bitch scratched me across my face. Oh my god. Good lord. Good lord. Ooh, see, you keep bringing up this fucking situation right here, and it kind of made me get mad all over again.
Well,
Like,
I didn't bring it up, and I know how you feel. I know it hurt you very bad, but while it was hurting you, I feel like you could have used some kind of restraint against her, and you also could have called the law. I know you probably have a thing against that, but
yeah, I ain't calling no law.
well, just know if it ever happened, and I know about it, the law will be called. Thank you.
That's fine. I'm just saying, but
J-
I'm not, I'm
Gerard,
not, I'm not
And
calling
somebody
Gerard,
no law.
going, somebody
I
going.
needed help. I needed help, Gerard.
That man,
Man,
that man needed help for real.
I help people that help themselves.
He
Help
wanted
me.
to help himself, but he also
No, he
he
didn't.
had a
No, he
heart and
didn't.
he didn't want to
No,
leave
he
her.
didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I agree. Because if it
Can we
was
go
my
on to something
son,
else? Can we go on to something else, please?
no, because no, we not. We
I
not moving.
told y'all how I felt about this.
You hurt me.
See, this why niggas don't share their emotions. This why niggas don't share their feelings.
Man, come
That's
on
another
now,
topic
because
we need
we
to
not
talk about
laughing at
too.
your emotion. We're laughing at the way you said it.
That's another topic we definitely need to talk about. For
Well,
real.
let's talk about it because the problem is we're running out of time.
I think we can squeeze. We probably can squeeze it in. Like,
We gotta reset. We're gonna reset. Pittman, gonna give us an outro real quick.
Um, we started out talking about being the prize, went all over the place. Uh, quite frankly, I think half of y'all motherfuckers ain't about shit, but that's for each, look in the mirror, figure out what the fuck you value yourself as. Start lying to yourself and to these women. This is Unfiltered Opinions. It's Pittman, and we out.
Peace.
all right.
Fuck y'all.